So let me tell you yesterday, if you missed the Republic Day parade, you missed a really interesting one. It wasn't just the usual marching and flags. The whole vibe was different this year. And it is freezing cold and the fog is so thick. You can barely see the street lights, but the crowd is already there. Wrapped in blankets, holding cups of tea. Everyone is buzzing. Why? Because for the last year, we have had all this tension on the border with China. We have heard about skirmishes. We have heard about Operation Sindhu. And people wanted to see our military show its strength. It felt like the whole country was waiting for a statement. We weren't just there to celebrate, we were there to see what India looks like when it pushes back. But just before the parade started, something crazy happened. It wasn't on the field, it was on our phones. News notifications started popping up everywhere. You won't believe this. Chinese President Xi Jinping sent a message to our president. After 2 years of fighting and arguing over borders, he sends this super polite letter. He used this specific phrase: the dragon and the elephant should dance together. Dance together. Can you imagine? On one hand, we are sitting there waiting to see missiles pointing at them. And on the other hand, he's talking about being friends and partners. It was such a weird mix. People in the stands were whispering, is this real? Is he serious? It added this whole layer of drama to the morning. Then the VIPs arrived, and this was a history moment. We had the two top bosses of European Union. One is Antonio Costa and Ursula von der Leyen right there. Seeing them arrive in the president's traditional horse carriage, the buggy was really cool. It sent a huge signal to the world. It was like India saying, we have powerful friends in the West. When the national flag went up and 21 gun salute fired, boom, 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 the noise echoed off the buildings. The national anthem played, and for a minute, everyone forgot about politics. It was just pure goosebumps, pure goosebumps. Okay, now let's talk about the action, the parade itself. First came the Him Yodas. These are the soldiers who fight in the snow on the mountains. Seeing them, their white winter gear, pulling those modern rifles, was intense. You realized, wow, these guys are protecting us right now. Then came the heavy stuff, and which is the S-400 missile trucks. They are massive, and the BrahMos missiles. The ground literally shakes when they roll by. But here is the funny part about the dogs. Everyone was waiting for those robot dogs, right? We saw the rehearsal videos of them walking. But yesterday, if you blinked, you missed them. Because they weren't walking on the road. They were actually mounted on the vehicles, the mechanized column. You had to look really close to spot them sitting on top of the truck, ready for the deployment. But you know who stole the show? The real dogs. The Mundols hounds and the Ramper hounds. They marched perfectly alongside the camels and the horses. They looked so proud and disciplined. So the robots were there and the real dogs were the stars. After all, the guns and tanks, there was a really sweet moment. The president gave the Ashoka Chakra, that's our highest award for peacetime bravery, to Group Captain Subhanshu Shukla. You know him, right? The first Indian to go to the International Space Station. Seeing him get that medal was special. It changed the mood. We went from thinking about war to thinking about science and the future. The crowd gave him the biggest applause of the day. It felt good to celebrate a hero who isn't just about fighting and about exploring. Finally, the cultural part started. The theme was 150 years of Vande Mataram. The street turned into a rivers of colors. You had 2,500 dancers, kids, and artists. Every state had a float showing their history with that song. The West Bengal float was beautiful, showing the writer of the song. It was loud, happy, and colorful. And then the grand finale, the flypast. The Rafale jets came and roaring in. They didn't. They did this move called the vertical Charlie. They go straight up into the sky and disappear into the clouds. The sound was deafening. So that was the day we started with a peace message from China. We saw our missiles, we saw our space hero, and we saw our culture. It was a day of mixed signals, dragons, elephants, and robot dogs on trucks. But it made you feel proud to be Indian. Leave your feelings in the comment section below. Bye bye. Let's meet on the next video. Until then, it's bye from Bharat.